Man, oh man, what a wonderful time of boxing in the middle of Times Square in New York City. And not just that, 3 of the 4 kings fighting each other back to back. Well, not each other, they're gonna fight other opponents, but they're fighting back to back. And this is what I love about boxing. You can expect the unexpected. Now, I was expecting a Teofimo Lopez performance like that by defeating Arnold Barboza. Arnold Barboza did not even get 1 round. I believe Arnold Barboza only got the 6th round by throwing a right hand and then following it up with a bunch of punches, but that's about it. The Teo versus Barboza fight did start off a little bit slow, but then it started picking up. But once it started picking up, Teofimo Lopez started landing a lot more shots than Barboza did. Now, it took a while to chop Barboza down, but Teofimo did it. In the 11th and 12th round, Barboza was not even throwing that many shots, and Teofimo Lopez was just doing target practice. Now, there was 6 great fighters in this card, but I believe Teofimo Lopez outperformed everybody. He outperformed Rolly, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia, Jose Ramirez, and Arnold Barboza. Now, these fights weren't that entertaining. The most entertaining fight was the Arnold Barboza versus Teofimo Lopez one. And everybody expected for a Devin Haney fight to be very boring because of the punishment that he took from Ryan Garcia and all of the left hooks. And this is exactly what Devin Haney gave us against Jose Ramirez. Devin Haney was just moving around and he was not even throwing a lot of shots, and Jose Ramirez was not throwing a lot of shots either. And Devin Haney did not look like himself. He looked like a shell of himself, and probably the Ryan Garcia fight took a lot out of Devin Haney. Everybody thought that Devin Haney was gonna make a statement because of the bad performance that he had against Ryan Garcia. I know I keep protecting Devin Haney's power because he's draining himself, and maybe the added weight is gonna increase his power, but maybe he just does not have power. He should have stopped Jose Ramirez. And I know he did buckle Ryan Garcia a little bit in their first fight, but he threw everything in that one punch. He threw follow anything up with it or anything. He should have stopped Ryan Garcia with that punch if he really hit hard. The Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez fight kind of remind me of a Shakur Stevenson fight. Very boring and very little action. It seemed that Devin Haney was kind of scared to throw because he did not want to get counterpunched. And as we all know, Devin Haney does not know how to get away from left hooks. He was never taught that. And Jose Ramirez throws a pretty decent left hook. Nothing like Ryan Garcia, but I think Devin Haney wanted to get prepared for Ryan Garcia's left hook again. But the Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez fight did disappoint. It did not live to the hype. Well, it was not really a hype. It was a comeback fight, but Devin Haney is definitely not the same fighter. I believe ROLLYROMERO will win some awards in this boxing awards this year. I believe he will win upset of the year and comeback of the year. As we all know, RIA season started giving these boxers some awards, kind of like the Grammys of boxing. I know this year is almost half done, but I believe Ryan Garcia versus ROLLYROMERO will be one of the upsets of the year, close to Shiraz versus Jaime Munguia. And I know there's still a lot of time left, but I believe Rolly versus Ryan Garcia will be the biggest upset of the year of this year, 2025. Now, Rolly and Ryan already had sparring sessions, and the legend says that Rolly actually put the hurting on Ryan Garcia. And I know sparring and beating somebody once can't be a fluke, but if you do it twice, then that says something right there. So Rolly beat up on Ryan Garcia not only once, not only twice, but thrice, 3 times. This is what I love about boxing. You could be the best man on the planet, the toughest man on the planet, but there's always that one fighter that will give you trouble that nobody expects. And I believe boxing is the most controversial sport in the world. Everybody has their point of view, and everybody has excuses if they give a bad performance. Look at the interviews leading up to this fight with Rolly and Ryan Garcia. Rolly stated that he overstayed his welcome at 140 and he needed to move up to 147. That's why he has not been looking good. And you really have to put this into consideration, because as soon as he moved up to 147, even though Ryan Garcia barely moved up to 147, 147 together, but as soon as Rolly said he needed to move up to 147, he looked a lot better than he has in the past. But not just that, Rolly looked very disciplined for this fight. He wasn't even shit talking at all. It could be either that combined with the good game plan that he executed perfectly against Ryan Garcia. He only went to the body and he always landed to the body, slowing Ryan Garcia's left hook down. And we all know Ryan Garcia's favorite punch, the left hook. He always kept his right hand on his face so he will not get caught with that left hook. What a genius move. Man, Rolly, congratulations, the new welterweight champion. And not just that, sometimes a fighter just has your number. No matter how many times you fight him, he will always beat you, even though he is not the most sound in boxing. But so that means Rolly already knew Ryan Garcia from a long time ago, and he already knew his movements. But this goes both ways. That means that Ryan Garcia already knows Rolly's movement as well. And let's talk about this other fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis, the self-proclaimed face of boxing. When he fought Lamont Roach, it was a very close fight and it went into a draw. And everybody said it was a very close fight because Lamont Roach and Gervonta Tank Davis actually fought in the amateurs. And yes, Gervonta Tank Davis did beat Lamont Roach twice, but it was split decisions. That means the fight was very close, and there's 3 judges, right? That means 2 judges thought that Tank won, and 1 judge thought that Lamont Roach won. That was a close fight. Now, you guys remember Vernon Forrest, Mayorga, and Sugar Shane Mosley, the trio that they had? Mosley beats Mayorga, and Mayorga beats Forrest, but Forrest beats Mosley. This is what I love about boxing. Expect the unexpected every single time. But guess what, guys? I ain't the biggest, I'm the baddest. And if you want to hop on your boy, throw $1 at the super thanks. I gotta roll. Peace.